They call him Seatin, the man of legends.
Hey guys, what is up? It is Seatin here. Hello and welcome. So on today's video, we're going to be having a look at Mirage Isle, which is one of the more interesting places in Archeage. Now it's kind of like a very trippy island, which is a massive store, essentially, so pretty much everything on the island is available for purchase via a variety of sort of in-game currencies. So we're going to head there now. There are basically portals up everywhere for Mirage Isle, so you shouldn't have too much trouble finding one. They're in most sort of, well, every other quest hub, I'd say. So just enter the portal to right-click it, and you'll see already, you know, it's very fancy and bright and vibrant. There appear to be some sort of costumes on sale, well, being advertised on the initial loading screen, so that's wonderful, and we've just arrived in Mirage Isle now, so you got to the right some rather skimpily dressed man who just put a knife through his throat, and that looks very painful what he's doing at the moment. That's brilliant. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mirage Isle. So it looks absolutely gorgeous. You start off in this big kind of vaulty Colosseum place called the Rabbit's Foot. Now, let's go around to the left first and have a look down on this plaza sort of area and see what's knocking about. So there's a lot of, there are Mirage Isle guides around everywhere. They don't seem to do anything apart from just say, you know, it's very nice to meet you, welcome. They don't really give directions or anything, so you kind of have to navigate it for yourself. So this guy is a Mirage Isle fishing contest guide person, so I don't think there's much I can do to interact with him at the moment, so you know, we'll leave that. Now as you can see, sort of there's an array. This is kind of the general theme that Mirage Isle follows. There's basically costumes and stuff on display everywhere, and then when you right click it, you have the option to buy it for a certain currency. Now I don't know where every currency comes from, like for example I have no idea where Lord's coin comes from at the moment, but hopefully, you know, in the near future I'll be able to clarify that. But this is just a tour of the general area. So there are tons of different types of currencies in Archeage. One of them is Lord's coin, and the other one, which I think is going to be a lot more relevant to sort of most of the people watching this, is a currency called Nui's Tier. And basically you get this currency via doing sort of all the main story quests. So while you're questing and leveling up, these coins are going to be accruing in your bag, and you're probably going to think, you know, what do I spend these coins on? So you do have a variety of options. Now I believe you can either use it to buy sort of ship or glider designs. Now this sort of first area is where you buy all the glider designs and you can have a look through them. Now unfortunately it doesn't seem to have any preview options, so you can't see, for example, the statistics on the glider, but these gliders are pretty damn jazzy. Like, I am absolutely in love with the one right at the back, this one, which kind of looks like something Batman would have, or it looks very shadowy and dark, like a ninja assassin type one. Whereas, you know, probably some of my friends might like this one, which is kind of a nice little butterfly one. It's looking all beautiful and purple, and that's only 30 Nui's Tier. So technically speaking, I could almost buy the recipe for that. But for the moment, I don't really see the point. I've just kind of stumbled on this game recently, so I don't like have a full definitive answer as to what you can spend your currency on. But basically I've got this quest at the moment to reach level 25, and that gives you like a ultra lightweight glider which looks to have some insane statistics on. So buying a glider with these coins seems a bit of a waste, but I'm going to show you in a minute the other thing you can spend these coins on after we have a look around some of sort of the houses here. So, oh, another thing you can actually, if we're going down the hill here, let's just, let's sprint down here and see what we can do, is they have lovely stables here, which you can buy horses. So you can use their nuised tier to buy an alternate horse mount if you feel that you need that. However, every race around level 10 does get sort of a starting mount. I should probably be using my mount at the moment, so I have a lovely violet elk. But you know, if maybe you're sick of your mount or want an alternate mount, then you do have the option of spending your nuised tier to buy one of these lovely horses. But you know, that's not what I'm going to recommend for the moment. So let's have a look over here. It's a lovely farm area. Can we get across here? Yes, we can. Oh wow, this is pretty cool. So it appears here you can buy plans for motor vehicles by the look of it. So these require Gilda Star to actually purchase, and whoa, these are lovely. This appears to be like a small kind of ramming kind of battery vehicle with a cannon on top. So that looks pretty crazy, and that's also available to purchase via Nui's tier. And then you have this kind of, I think it's like a sports car slash boat called Apex Squall. So it looks like it can, oh, it's very expensive in terms of Gilda Squall, but it looks like it can both be a boat and a car. I'm not entirely sure of that, but you know, it looks pretty damn interesting. And now what's over here? So we got a well, draw water. It's pretty fancy, this well over here. Let's see, is anything exciting going to come out of that? Probably not. Yeah, we'll leave that and get on with the tour. So let's have a look towards the back. I think, is this kind of a bigger version of the cannon we just saw? No, it doesn't look like it. So let's get back on the mount and then jump this fence. So let's put on the dash and then go over here. So let's see if there's anything exciting. Wow. There's some really nice kind of sport, well, Archeage's answer to a sports car over here. It's actually a bigger version of the one that we saw earlier, actually. And, oh, apparently it appears that we can test drive them. So let's jump in this one then. So I assume it's like a try before you buy type thing. So how can I do it? So grab the machine. Okay, wonderful. Awesome. Let's see what we have. We have a sound horn, control lamp. What else do we have? Open trunk. You can put stuff in the boot. That is ridiculously awesome. And then what do we have? Supercharge. Supercharging vehicle jump. Wow, that's crazy. Vehicle rotating jump. What? That is crazy. So apparently I can't do that on the test drive. But apparently I can put music on in this vehicle as well. So these are pretty crazy. I can definitely understand why somebody would want to like save up and buy one of these. So apparently I can go around the back of Mirage Isle and have a bit of a trial out of this new car. Hopefully I won't fall off or do anything too newbie. And a lovely little cute beep when you sound the horn on it. That is adorably awesome and moderately addictive. So driving this throughout the open world, you would look like the king of badasses, and also you can have a passenger. I believe most mounts in Archeage actually allow you to have a passenger, so pretty much any mount that you choose you can also have somebody on the back, which is really cool. I really like that. So let's drive around here, see if there's anything exciting. I believe this is just going to be like a mile-long test track, probably. So let's kind of take the detour and get back into the exciting stuff, the main village, and see what kind of awesome stuff there is. So let's get disembarked from the vehicle. Wonderful. Okay, awesome. So looking around here, this appears to be sort of the main housing purchased avenue, where there appear to be houses absolutely everywhere. I assume what happens is basically you go up, and once you have enough Gilda Star, you can buy like a plan for one of the houses, and then you could get that in like your crafting sort of log, and then you can make as much of that as you want. But these are the things that really catch my eye, because I could spend like an hour going through all the different houses here, but in all brutal honesty, they are not that interesting. So they're all very plain houses. Some are slightly different, but these are the things that are really eye-catching to me. So have a look at these. These are like what is that? That's a true butt shit, which is kind of like some sort of warfare vehicle, and this as well, a scaling ladder. That looks pretty crazy. And then you have a variety of defense towers, a Nuian gatehouse, a castle design wall. So basically you can build your own like inferno fort with kitted out guards, and that looks amazing. It doesn't appear that we can get into the fort there though, unfortunately, which does look a bit that's a bit disappointing, but oh well, we'll soldier on with the tour. So let's get the elk back out. Actually, before we move away from this area, one thing I believe I noticed yesterday is the fact that like you can go round and tour all of these houses. Like there are quite a few of them, and if you see anything that you like, so you went, oh, you know, these flowers look nice, they're actually available for purchase. So you can just right click on them and then buy them. So that it pretty much serves for the majority of things in Mirage Isle. Literally, pretty much anything you see is for sale, which is really weird and awesome. I can see why it's called Mirage Isle, because it's very trippy and weird, and I don't know really how it fits into the lore or the story of the game, but, you know, I haven't really delved into that too much further. So let's go to the dock now and have a look at some of the ships. Now, I'm not entirely sure of this, but I believe Archeage has kind of two factions, and each faction has sort of a theme. So I believe Mirage Isle is split into two for each faction, if that makes sense. So you have like one race the right side and one race the left side, and each race has the different sort of theme with houses, ships, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not entirely sure about the races, etc. But this side of it, which is the right-hand side of Mirage Isle, appears to have some pretty nice boats. So you have this one, which is kind of like a fishing boat, and merchant ship. Now, all of these are available designs, so you can buy them and then build this ship, and some of them are absolutely amazing. This one is definitely something I will gun for. The Esnan cutter, that looks like an absolute machine. Look at it, it's giant. It has a total of like, oh, is that, so it's 4 cannons either side, so a total of 8 cannons, which is ideal for fighting a very large kraken, something that I aim to do in the very near future. Okay, so let's mount up on my violet elk and head around to the other side of the isle. Just give me a sec, guys, my voice is getting, so I'm just going to have a quick drink. Okay, wonderful, really sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let's head over to the other side, side of the isle where we are. Let's actually have a quick look here. So, a variety of just wedding arches or tablets. What do they do? Anything exciting? Let's stand under it, see if anything happens. No, I think that's just purely for cosmetic stuff. That's pretty cool. So this appears to be a garden of some sort. Can you like buy stuff in here? Yeah, looks like you can. Oh, maybe not the plants themselves, but it appears you can actually buy like the hedges and stuff, which I assume, sorry, the rail fences. And also you can buy pretty much everything in Mirage Isle. It's crazy. Can you buy cows? You can buy cows. Exactly. If you just right click on them, you can buy them. How much are they? I'm really curious to find out where you get Gilda Star. I haven't encountered this currency at all, but it just seems like absolutely everything in Mirage Isle, mostly cosmetic stuff. So I kind of believe that it might be related in some way to crafting, and crafting isn't really a system that I've delved into deep yet. So let's have a look. You got some treasure troves over here. You have a regal cloth armor form, and just a variety of, you know, household items like cauldrons, cooking tools, books, and apparently these guys are preparing for sale. Oh, these are really awesome. I've seen these. So these are like these are photo portraits that you can hang up in your house. Now, there's a special feature in Archeage which allows you to like upload certain size images and put them in a photo frame. So I've seen some like really weird stuff been put in there. Like, for example, you could take a picture of your nan and hang it up in Archeage if you really wanted to, which seems really weird, and I look forward to exploring that in a further video in a bit more detail. because it just, oh, it seems so weird that you can actually like put in real life pictures into the game. Because I believe like most of those pictures, in all honesty, let's not lie to ourselves, guys, they're going to be pornography. Like, people are just going to abuse it so badly, and there will be porn everywhere in people's houses. Well, not in everyone's houses, but I can imagine a few people will have a lot of pictures of boobs up, unless they have some sort of censor. I don't know how kind of sensitive they're being on that whole sort of censoring images in certain houses front, so we'll have to see how that pans out. So going around onto the other side, you'll notice this has much more kind of like an Oriental, Korean, Chinese theme to this kind of side of Mirage Isle, and over towards the sea it kind of has like a Hawaii hut theme, apart from this little cottage here, which you can buy apparently. This looks pretty nice. Wonderful. So you'll see there's kind of like a Chinese-ish looking town, something you'd see in sort of old school China. I love the design on these houses. These are awesome. And I believe if you go down to the end, let's have a look. Let's turn on the sprint. You can actually, yes! Oh, that's awesome. You can buy pieces of this giant Chinese death fort here, and then sort of, you know, build your own. So you can maybe... Oh god, I think I'll definitely go for this design over the opposing one. This one just looks like so much more badass, especially with those big sort of imperial gates. Ah, that is insane. I literally cannot wait to sort of customize my own kind of like Fortress of Death and just totally pimp it out. Now, the final thing we're going to go on to have a look at is just these little huts, and also the ships from this side, see if there's anything exciting and interesting going on here. So, I don't think there's too much interesting over here. It's just like you can buy a breezy bungalow, maybe if you're looking to set up a house somewhere in the open world by the shore and you want to get away with it all you need is one of these lovely bungalows, you know, which are alright. There's nothing inside them. They all seem very bland. I had a quick look through them earlier, so not too much of interest there. But let's go over to the ships, and this is the kind of thing that I really want to see. So let's have a look. This one appears to be a sort of small adventurous ship that doesn't... Ah, yes, there are a couple of cannon... Well, no, just one cannon armed on the right hand side of the ship, so that might be something, you know, if you and a buddy are looking to go on a little adventure. But this looks like industrial warfare right here. Loot junk. I can't see any cannons on it initially. I might be blind, but maybe there's some sort of hatch, or maybe the cannons come out the side, or maybe there's an option to add them in. I'm sure there's got to be cannons or some sort of warfare attached to it, or maybe the front, because it's kind of got a engraved bit of marble that maybe you could ram other ships. These aren't the actual size of the ships, by the way, guys. They're like huge normal ships, like the one in the distance over there. These are just the designs for them, so you can buy the design and make it. And this looks like to be another fisherman's ship, so nothing too exciting there. But I'm not entirely sure which ship I prefer. I think I prefer the other side, just because it had guaranteed cannons on. And this one does, I don't know, it arguably looks a bit more badass with the masts, but I'm a bit torn between that. So yeah, guys, that is it for kind of the sneak peek and tour at Mirage Isle in Archeage. It's basically an island where 90% of the island is for sale. And that is awesome. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did enjoy it, feel free to like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter if you have any requests for Archeage videos. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, take care and have an absolutely wonderful day.